Yes, where... What are we doing? Speak to the chef. There it is.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
Lobby.
To the lobby we go.
Okay, get some fish sticks.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
I don't know, Sparks, what is purple berry glaze keened flank steaks? I'm here to investigate.
You're the inspector? Here?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
Did you prepare all of Helen's meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
Sure no one else was involved?
Well, yes, I'm positive. Why?
If Helen was poisoned, no one else touched her meal. You poisoned her, right?
Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings.
Dangerous.
Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Alibi's a little thin here. Why would I believe anything you're saying? Why are we so evasive about leaving Helen's food unattended?
Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it?
Because some halcyon food combinations turn acid when unsupervised?
What? Truly? That's an alarming business oversight. Instead of volatile chemicals, the corporations should put barbiturates in everything. Everyone likes barbiturates. But I don't believe that was a risk with Helen's meal. I was, up to something else. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal.
Nice. And, any idea where I might find a bellhop?
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait.
What was Spencer Woolrich doing around the kitchen?
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person.
Yeah.
While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here.
Alibi's a little thin here. Why should I believe anything you are saying?
I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal.
What I asked about.
Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
All right, so we got Owens. Already talked to Woolrich. I probably don't need to talk to them again. So. Fast travel there. Looks gross, whatever's inside that Spectrum bottle.
Did you hear that someone tore one of the doors to the diner?
Give me. Alright. Ooh, cool. Alright, let's break some of this stuff down. Yeah, we'll break it. Break it down. Oh, I did pick up the hat. Oh, and that hat. Oh, and go. Alright, I freed up some room. Wonder if we should do the profit since we're over here. I don't think Belly made it, or Owens made it. Oh, it's loud in here. Down here, I can't really see much. Hard. Oh, guess it don't matter if there's a big gaping hole. Site 0451 field log. Tell Dr. Blossom we found more of those specimens. Jenkins had already started evacuating the habitat when I arrived. He's been in an unusual good mood since I got here. Please send additional personnel to capture and deliver the specimen to the RR&DD.
Nicely done. As always.
All right, let's just do the profit. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Probably not too long. Elevator up. Can't see. Stick with my don't care about the canid meat. Because they poisoned me, or am I? I'm definitely not overweight. Whatever they put on me. Adultery Danger, Silvio Tran, Rizzo Rider, the Flying Slug, Buckery Bellhop, Purple Lightning.
Nice.
Kind of hiding in there. Oh, already down? Oh, get up there. Has to be something up here, right? Else would you have to jump up here? Alright. I lied. Alright, so here's where we're at. So maybe we'll take a left first.
We heading inside, Captain? Don't worry. I got your back.
Holy cow.
I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? Hunter, come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back.
Hey, Mildred.
Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
Can't say I have. I don't think I have.
Oh, that's not good. I hope she hasn't gotten herself into any trouble.
Instead of hunting wildlife, you're hunting mechanicals? Doesn't seem very fulfilling.
Oh, I ain't no hunter. At least not in the traditional sense. Wrenches always suited me better than firearms. A mechanical under my care up and wandered off, that's all. I gotta get her back before anyone notices that either of us are missing. The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself. But like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
We can help her out, right? Won't take too long if we're on the job.
I know it's a pain, but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes.
I'll keep my eye out.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
I'll try not to kill her. Dissident Queen, Chapter 3. Halcyon and Helen commits regicide. Some hours have passed since Helen's entry into the dissident hideout. He had fought no small number of slugmen, destroying the abominations in singular fashion, and had met several employees from the corporations, each forcibly taken by the dissidents for use as test subjects. One such freed captive, who called himself Hephaestus Harry, had accompanied her as she descended into the lair of the dissident queen. Helen had exchanged only a few words with him, and now would be able to exchange no others, as the man now lay in a bloody heap at the foot of the dissident queen, who, Helen now saw, was not a person but a tremendous mutant slug. The dissidents had apparently been guarding her, were themselves quite dead and lay in various stages of mastication throughout the room. The queen feasted on Harry's remains, but Helen stepped forward and the monster wriggled around her to face her. A true queen for a gang of parasites, Helen shouted. The dissident queen reared back, opening its mandibles wide, gave an inhuman shriek as they shook the very foundation of the base. Moo. Should we look for the cow first? Look for the cow. Over that way. Kind of the direction I wanted to head anyway. Need them canids around.
No cacaos detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Alright. That was quicker than I expected. Can I make it? Oh.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
Malfunctioning mechanical, as promised. Trying to milk canids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
Perfect. Gotta keep an eye on her this time.
Oh, I won't be turning my back on Betty again, believe me. Thanks again for all your help. You really saved us both from the edge.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna head back over there just to see what's over here. I think there's gonna be a lot of exploring on this floating island. Fantastic. Yeah, pretty darn quick. Alright, so nothing really here. Nice. Easy peasy. Alright. Let's... Can't get in there. Hmm. But I can get over there from here.
wonder why they put lights on our armor? No, Trooper. What about these tubes poking out everywhere? No. Trooper, stop asking stupid questions. Sorry, Commander.
Nice. Okay, so we got a building over here.
Move them our way.
Oh, but that was a tent. It's just a rock. That goes out the edge. I don't want to be one of them that goes out the edge. Okay, let's take a peek here. Needs to be fast. If I can open up for fast travel, then it makes it a lot easier for me. Move around. I have to come back. Don't look like I can do anything here at the moment. Chickens?
I don't know what it is you're looking for, stranger, but I reckon you better get. I've had about enough of you and your ilk coming by with your searching questions and expecting
Alright, well have a good night, Starbin.
I know
Thanks
you
for
with
stopping
those
by.
void-damned hunters, and I know what you want. Well, you ain't getting it.
What void damned hunters are you talking about?
Like you don't know. That damn group of hunters that keeps coming by and hassling me. Nobody ever visits just because they want to gab with old Cyrus. No, they either want to poach me out of my land or poach me out of my best friend.
Poach, your best friend. Are they tossball players or something?
Ha! No, Kelly ain't no toss-baller, though. I reckon she could put the toughest players to shame. It's good having someone like that around. She ain't the brightest bulb, but... can't say I'd have much reason sticking it out in this wilderness without her.
There are hunters giving you trouble?
Damn straight there are. Wish I could go show 'em what for, but... I'm old. I gotta make sure I don't get Callie into no trouble. Two of us have lived on the reserve for years. Every so often, someone comes by trying to steal our land grant and evict us. We hold our own, but... it's mighty agitating.
Yeah, I can see that. I can help you deal with those hunters.
Really? Oh, that's great news. Cal! You hear that? We're finally getting some help!
Captain. Is that Primal trying to talk to us?
Hey, I think she likes you.
This is an odd situation, but I'm inclined to help.
Wouldn't expect a stranger to do an unsolicited kindness to a standoffish old man. You're something else.
Primal
I
is a
suspect
friend.
you'll find the hunters that have been after me beyond the hills on the other
I
side of the
remember.
river from here. See if you can convince them not to poke around here.
I have a couple questions.
All right? Shoot.
Gonna have to be, how'd you get to Primal here? What's it like spending your days with a Primal?
A lot better than spending your days with a Caner, that's for certain.
I'm happy out here, and I think Callie is too. Ain't that right, Callie?
How long have you lived out here?
Oh, quite a few years at this point. It'd be since a couple years before the Rizzo's Slug Complex ownership switch. And after that, well, I ain't sure. It's been a while. And for the most part, it's on the quiet side. Just not when those damn hunters are out and about.
Alright,